This week came the expected but still tough news that for the first time in its existence, minor league baseball has been canceled for the entire summer. The Diamond hasn't been this quiet since 2009 when the R Braves left town and the season before the Flying Squirrels arrived. But that doesn't mean it's been completely empty. Even in the crowded drills of spring training, Hjelle stands out amongst his peers. That will happen when you are one of the tallest players in all of baseball. At 6'11", the Minnesota native played basketball, as is almost a prerequisite for someone of his stature, but baseball has always been his first love. And as a pitcher, his stature becomes even more of an asset.
It's just a different angle, and creating that apparently super unique angle that's higher, and apparently, the ball gets on them a little bit quicker because, releasing closer to the plate.
His performance in high school was good enough to earn a scholarship to the University of Kentucky, where he went 22-10 and is likely the only 6'11" athlete who did not suit up for the basketball Wildcats.
I think Coach Calipari has plenty of talent at his disposal, plenty of resources. I don't think that they necessarily missed me on their radar.
Hjelle pitched at 3 different levels in the Giants minor league system last year, including 5 starts here with the Flying Squirrels. It was a season of adjustments, which gave him a great opportunity to improve his own game along the way.
Not only are they physically very good hitters and technically very good hitters, but just mentally and intellectually, they may have known what I was throwing before I did, just because they have that feel, they have that experience.
If Hjelle thought he made adjustments last year, 2020 said, "Hold my beer." Like so many of his fellow players, this is the longest Hjelle has gone without playing organized baseball since he was old enough to throw. When spring training was shut down in March due to the coronavirus, he packed up his truck and headed east to Richmond. Not just because he was going to be assigned to the Squirrels again this year, but because his fiancée was due with their first child in April and is a native of the West End.
I was kind of panicking if I was going to get out here and freaking out, checking flights, and so I had a nice time to get out here, and it's been great ever since to just spend every moment with him and have the time that we never thought we'd have.
But he was the only Squirrels player actually in Richmond. He's been reporting to the Diamond nearly every day since then to stretch, work out, and keep himself ready for when he gets word that his season will resume.
So once you got that call, it was, you got to be here right now, otherwise you're going to stay behind. And if I don't have someone to throw with, I got to throw into the net, which is doable, and I can still get my work in. It's just different, you never get the ball thrown back to you.
Former Flying Squirrel Matt Wynn has been a catch partner for many of his workouts, but that's small compensation to the lifestyle and camaraderie he's been used to nearly his entire life. Baseball is not supposed to be a solitary sport, but for Hjelle and the thousands of others across the country, it has been so far this year.
I still battle with that every day. I mean, I walk into the clubhouse to change and get ready for the day, and you just miss it even more every single day. The card games, the just sharing. I mean, because during the season you spend more time with the guys in the clubhouse than you do your own family. So they become a different kind of family. Horribly anxious. I mean, like you said, I've never gone this long without baseball before, and it's just, and I talked about missing that camaraderie, but we're all competitors. We love to compete, and we just don't have that.
Hjelle was not one of the players named to the San Francisco Giants 60-man roster for this short season, but they have not yet filled every spot, so he could be a late addition once the season gets going later this month. Until then, he'll continue to keep himself ready and make plans for his upcoming wedding. If you would like to nominate someone to be honored, email us at beyondtheroster@WTVR.com.